hear you.
Whew. What's up, guys? John here, Titan Talk Tuesday in the studio in the new location. It's nice because, oh wait, I'm getting poor connection on my Instagram here. I don't like that. Give me 1 second for you guys. Why am I getting poor connection? We were just talking how good the connection was too, Art, right?
We jinxed it. There you are.
Here we go, guys. We are live in the studio. Thank you guys for joining me. Titan Talk Tuesday. How you guys doing?
Are you on the Opus or the Main Frontier?
I have no idea what this is on. It's probably on the Opus. 1 second, guys.
Yep.
Let me just switch my connection here to what I need to be for Instagram.
Yep.
We've got new routers and systems put in here.
Updated it.
So we updated everything so speed should be a heck of a lot faster.
Oh, yeah.
And hopefully it is. So what's up, guys? If you guys are just joining me, give me 1 second. I'm getting Instagram all set. If you guys are with me on Instagram, what's up, Amanda? How you doing?
He's back.
What's going on, guys? I'm back. Sammy Joe, how you doing? So we got to send you out some clothing, Sammy. We got some awesome leggings for you. And maybe a top, a sports bra and stuff like that. Seeing you out there, definitely want to have you rocking some Titan gear. What's up, Craig? How you guys doing? So it's going to be an awesome Titan Talk today. We're going to talk about GHRH, CJC 1295, and Ipamorelin. So if you guys don't know what that is not a SARM. I had this discussion with somebody that posted on one of our posts about CJC 1295 and Ipamorelin. It's actually a GHRH for the CJC 1295, and it's a GHRP for the Ipamorelin. And I'll explain what those are when we get into that. Let's talk about what was going on this weekend wrap up. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving and a great Thanksgiving weekend. It's always a holiday weekend. I hope you guys ate some great food. Yeah, Drew got those jackets. We've got more coming for you guys for sure. But so the weekend wrap up. Thursday, had an awesome Thanksgiving, but my little man was sick. He had the flu, like legitimate flu, swabbed, had the flu. Luckily we have a medical clinic and all this, and we kind of know what to do. So at that point, he stayed home, got rest, got some liquids, and finally got better. I mean, like a day or two before he had to go back to school, I felt bad. He had the whole week off, and he was sick the whole week. And really sick, too, temperature and the whole nine. And usually kids, when they're sick, they're not down and out. They'll still keep going. But, like, when they're really sick, they'll, like, just, they're down, and they're sick at that point. What up, Eric? How you doing, Darren? What's going on, guys? So at that point, So it was good. Otherwise, went to, we're in December. Can you believe it already? December is here. So January is coming. New Year's resolutions are starting, hopefully, for you guys. Early, if you guys have them. Now, I always talk about, New Year's resolutions. It's the gym for me because I'm always in that motivated mindset. I always want to be better. So at that point, but I do have resolutions. So there are things I think about and I haven't got completed or I haven't started that I want to complete. So at that point, usually when I start a task, I follow through with that task and then I move on to the next one. But sometimes I don't get to some of those tasks, and those are my resolutions. So I want to be better about finishing all my tasks that I have to complete. And I want to just be a better person overall. I mean, that's always a resolution for me. So that's what it is, guys. If you guys haven't started New Year's resolutions, now's the time. If you know somebody that needs to start their New Year's resolution, who wants to lose weight, who wants to feel better, guys, give them our number. Have them call or text 727-389-3220. We can help out with nationwide blood testing, hormone replacement therapy, medical weight loss, our great vitamin amino acid injectable therapies. What's going on, guys? We're going to be giving away some stuff at the end of this, so stay tuned. All right? At that point, we can help out in a lot of different ways. People all think, we're all about bodybuilders, or it's all about getting big, or putting muscle on, or just libido. People forget about the receptors in the brain for these hormones, for, just thought process, concentration, cognitive enhancement, feeling good, overall feeling good, like overall wellness of yourself, good self-confidence factor, right? And getting that body in shape, inside and out, because it really does start on the inside and then it works its way out, I promise you. So, with no further ado, let's get started. Let's talk about the therapy of the week. Let's talk about CJC 1295 with Ipamorelin. Now, you can get these apart. CJC 1295 is a GHRH. That means it's a growth hormone releasing hormone. All right. Ipamorelin, the GHRP, it's a growth releasing peptide. Both are peptides and both are sequences of amino acids. All right. What's going on, Roll Dog? How you doing, Paul? So we're talking about CJC 1295 with Ipamorelin, which is the therapy of the week, and what it does for you. So these are growth releasing hormones and growth releasing peptides put together. Now, what do? They are going to stimulate your pituitary gland, the posterior and anterior of the pituitary, to have your own natural growth hormone release at a higher volume, which in then turn will go down to the liver and it will increase your IGF-1 levels or turn into IGF-1, okay? And that's where you get these big benefits from IGF-1. You get the decrease in body fat. You get better sleep patterns. You get the anti-aging effect per se, or the age management is what we call it here. And age management is not having to wither so fast. So, a flower basically goes, it blooms, and then it withers and it dies. The human body's, to a degree, the exact same way, right? We grow, we get to a certain peak, and then we start, going down. We start decreasing, we start withering away. So we're like that plant in a lot of ways. And in no way am I a vegan. I love my vegans out there, but that's as far as I go with the plants, all right? I like to smell them. I like to eat some of them, but I'm definitely a meat eater. Somebody brought that up to me today. They're like, I'm starting to eat the plant diet, and I feel a lot better, Have you tried it? And I'm like, listen, that's just not for me. And not to say that I shouldn't try it. I'm being hard-headed or stubborn. It's just not for me. So at that point, I like meat too much, man. And when I think of a steak, like especially right now, my mouth is watering. So that means that my body is craving it to a certain extent. If it was rejecting it, like, oh, I gotta eat steak again, I wouldn't eat it. And if I did do a vegan diet or some of these diets and I felt better, like legitimately felt better, then I guess I'd stick to that too. So I told the guy, man, hey, listen, if that's working for you, definitely stick with it, Who cares about somebody else's opinion? They're not eating it, they're not in your body, and they're not feeling what you feel. So at that point, don't even worry about it. So back to CJC 1295 and Ipamorelin, because we were talking about age management. So with these stimulating your own growth hormone, it's going to give you a better effect as far as healing, recovery, like I said, decreased body mass, better sleep patterns, better skin, better libido. Now, this is not something that happens in one injection. So when you get this and you take the first two, it's not just going to magically turn your skin like the best it's ever been, or you're going to lose tons of weight the first week. That's not what happens. It works over time. So you want to give yourself at least, 60 to 90 days on something like this to really see. Now you should see increase better sleep patterns like right away. Usually that's a good one. And increase as far as lean body mass. So not getting fat, but actually losing weight and gaining muscle at the same point in time. Now, GHRHs. Now, there was a couple before CJC 1295, like Ipamorelin, and Ipamorelin was like the first one. And that was a GHRH, and that was like a substitute, something to replace growth hormone. Okay? So they started doing GHRH for recovery and healing. Scott Harris knows, yes. So it's for a lot of different things, and it helps in a lot of different ways. But Ipamorelin was the first one. Now, the big difference between these two is the half-life. So CJC 1295 has a longer half-life. That means it stays in the body longer. That means it's going to help your body stimulate more of your natural growth hormone. And that's the difference too. So when you're injecting, per se, real growth hormone, okay, it is going to inject straight growth hormone in, right? It's going to convert in the liver to IGF-1. Now, your pituitary and your body and your brain are not stupid. They pick up on everything that's going on in your body. It's very receptive to what's coming in, especially foreign or exotic things. You need a t-shirt small? Call or text 727-389-3220. If I got a small, I'll send one out to you. I know we're getting a new batch of shirts in, so if we don't have one now, they can at least put you on the list, all right? So at that point, so these GHRHs stimulate your natural growth hormone. So if you're injecting real growth hormone, there is a possibility that you could suppress your pituitary to basically shut down your pituitary, and you're not going to produce your growth hormone at that point, or you're going to increase or produce just a little minute amount, which is really going to do you a negative effect in the long run as far as age management, feeling, recovery, skin, all that stuff that you get the benefits of higher IGF-1 levels. When it's low, think of it just like low testosterone. You're going to get negative effects or not such a good effect as you want as far as recovering all these other things. So that's one thing you really got to look at. Now, it also is good because it doesn't raise prolactin levels, okay, or cortisol levels. Now, cortisol levels are the stress hormone. That is something that could put weight on you, water retention. It could cause a lot of negative side effects, okay? And when we talk about prolactin, prolactin's another one, all right? Prolactin can be sensitive to the nipples. I mean, prolactin, now I haven't seen it get this high with, say, Ipamorelin, but other things, yes, other compounds. I've seen some other guys test, and you can actually lactate out your nipples as a guy. And I've seen it, guys. It's not cool, all right? When you see a guy lactating out his nipples, it's not cool at all. But it can't get that high, and that can happen. Or fluid retention or fluid can come out. So just this is a benefit of CJC 1295 and Ipamorelin. And Ipamorelin, so it replaces GHRP2 and GHRP6. All right. Now, these were really good, but these could stimulate some of these other negative hormones, and it stimulated appetite, really, really increasive appetite. So GHRP2 and GHRP6, anybody that's taken real GHRPs, 2 and 6, will know the increase in appetite and how that hunger factor is. Man, I told you guys, I take these things before you guys do, and when I took it, and this is years ago, it is, I'm telling you, you want to eat everything in sight. So if you do have this and you are taking it, give it all the junk food. Put good food in your house. At that point, you're going to eat all those good foods, all those good food sources. So you can increase on lean body mass and you actually lose weight. Now, if you start eating all the junk food, all the sugars, everything in sight that's bad, you're going to get increase in calories, and those bad calories increase probably in fat, right? So you don't want that too. So just watch out for that. So GHRH, GHRP, the new and improved CJC 1295, and Ipamorelin. It is the therapy of the week. These are combined. Of course, you could get them by themselves, but it would be more money. So you're getting a lot more better bang for your buck as far as dosage-wise, and they're both mixed together, so it's very convenient for you guys, okay? All right, so that's the therapy of the week. Now, let's talk about EDCs. What are EDCs? And I'm not talking about festivals. All right, so there's EDC, Electronic Daisy Carnival Festival, whatever it is, right? This is not what I'm talking about. So EDCs are endocrine disrupting chemicals. EDCs, endocrine disrupting chemicals. Now, where do endocrine disrupting chemicals come from? And I get this question a lot, right? So people come in that are very young or middle-aged per se, let's say 30, and they have hormone deficiencies or they have problems with their hormones, and they want to know why. And they say, listen, John, I have a great diet. I exercise all the time. I don't know what's going on. I don't feel right. I've gained this weight. I can't get it off. I don't know what's going on. So we talk about EDCs, endocrine disrupting chemicals. And where are these EDCs? They're found in plastics. They're found in plastics all over, guys. They're found in little baby fish. So they've got these microplastics that look like food. They look like fish eggs and stuff like that in the sea. And these little fish eat them. Bigger fish eat those. And so on and so on. It actually does get back to us. Plus we have other plastics, right, that we're using. BPA. So if you look now and you look at a lot of the baby sections, most of these plastic containers say BPA free. And the reason is because we found out that BPA is an endocrine disrupting chemical. What do these things do? These things disrupt the hormones in your body, so your body is not effectively or not doing what these hormones are meant to do. Hormones are meant to do a lot of different things. They signal different things. Mood, right? How you're feeling, sleep patterns. I mean, it really does affect hair loss. It affects stress. It affects a lot of these different things you wouldn't even think about, or you're not even testing. And that's where the blood tests really come to play. So if you're not really feeling good or you think you can feel better, why not blood test? Because if you blood test, you at least have some knowledge about what's going on behind the scenes. You know, hey, listen, the way I'm feeling and my blood tests correlate. Now, if you go to some of these doctors and they don't want to blood test you, you're not going to get a full picture, full spectrum. We can help you out there. There's a lot of different places that can help you out there. And that's really what it's about. finding out what's going on, if there is a problem, fixing it, and being preventative so nothing breaks down. You want to go like a car, right? And be preventative. So at that point, when you're being preventative, you're making sure that you're checking everything. And at that point, you're prepared, or you find something very, very early on, and you be able to correct it or fix it without a serious problem happening. So endocrine disrupting chemicals, and they replace our hormones and knock them out, and at that point, cause negative effects. Look them up. EDCs, endocrine disrupting chemicals, right? And then BPA, plastics. That's the main cause of these things. And then you have microplastics, right? They're real small. They're blue. They're white. They're all these different colors. It's crazy. I've seen documentaries on this too as well. I think there's one on Netflix if you haven't done it. Definitely not cool, Ken. Ken knows. All right, Jay Jacobs. How is CJC 95 compared to MK677? Okay, so let's break this down too. So CJC 1295 is a GHRH. It's an injectable. That's one thing. MK677 is an oral GHRH. It is also not a SARM. In the beginning, people were saying, especially on the internet, it was bad information that this was a SARM. Select Androgen Receptor Modulator. It is not a SARM. It's a GHRH. It's an oral GHRH and one of the only oral GHRHs out there. Now, what's the difference? Jay asked a great question. One, CJC is an injectable. MK677 is an oral. Two, CJC is not going to create the appetite. So it is not going to stimulate, right, the hunger hormone. Where MK677, and Jay, I think you might know, and a lot of people out there, if you've taken this therapy, know that it stimulates hunger. So if you're looking to stimulate hunger, that is a great one. Plus, it is great for increasing IGF-1 levels. So insulin growth factor 1 levels are great by taking MK677. There's a stimulation. Now, you don't want to take too much of it. I see a lot of guys taking a lot more than they should. And what happens at that point is it can raise glucose levels, so sugar levels. And I had this discussion with my son the other day because we were talking about sugar. Now, he really is educated. Like, I give him the insight on all these different things as far as what he's eating, to look at labels, kind of what these effects of what these things are eating that are going to affect him, a.k.a. ices or slushies, some of this candy he's eating, and what's in it, and how to really look what's in it. So when you look at the back of it, you look at the ingredients and the nutrition factors, what all this information means, and how are some of the ways that some of these guys are marketing with pulling the shade over some of these people's faces or eyes, saying this is organic. But you look on the back, there's just all these horrible chemicals in there at that point. So who cares if it says it's organic on it, right? What's up, Chrissy? What's up, Amanda? How you doing, Jason? So at that point, when they're looking on the back of these things, just be conscious of what is going on the back of these different things. So let's get into big Titan news, all right? So we've got big Titan news coming. The Titan program app is coming. So these programs are awesome. They're going to create diets for you guys. They're going to create training programs. It's also going to have the videos to go along with it with yours truly. Plus, some of our athletes are going to be thrown in there over some time period. Now we're going to add them in there so they have their own special programs. So some of our Titan athletes that you follow or may see with me will have some of their training programs or exercises. So whether it's Get Big with Big Drew, his big training program, and he'll show you how to get big his way. At that point, you guys can follow that. You guys can follow the diets we have. And it's really cool because it'll be customized to you guys. And we're going to have some exclusive deals for patients and some of my exclusive friends. So you guys can get on some deals and maybe some pre-sign-ups. I don't know. I've been talking about that, price points and all that stuff. So if you guys are interested in custom diets, right, custom training programs, and you guys will be able to interact with us customer service-wise, me and Drew, or whoever's going to be involved here live on Titan Talks, Facebook groups, and the whole nine. You guys get ready because it's going to be an experience. I told you guys, we only do things first class and the right way. The presentation is awesome. I've got to look at it. I'm very, very excited about it. I can't wait for it to launch with you guys. So you guys are going to love it, right? All right, so our new location, Channel Side. If you guys are patients or you guys have not seen the office, come on down. Check it out. Man, if you come down, I'm throwing you some gear. Come on down. Anybody else, please come on down. Check it out. Now, we haven't had our grand opening yet. We're still waiting on the sign to be on the outside, the electrical sign. But painting's almost done, thank God. We went through all these rooms. Everything is almost completed. I'm getting so excited. It's like I can't stand it. But it's very, very soon. So hopefully before New Year's, we will be ready and rock and rolling with everything and have the grand opening probably the first of the year, right in time for those New Year's resolutions. And you guys can come out, take a tour, and we'll have some free like B12 or vitamin shots for you guys so you guys can enjoy that, check out the clinic, and see all the new services that Titan Medical is going to offer you guys. Maybe even some primary care. So that's going to be a little bit of different spin. Possibly x-ray and some other different things. I'm loving it. So it's going to be awesome. All right. ABC. If you guys are in the state of Florida and you guys are between Sarasota and Crystal River, that means anything in between. It's 139 miles, Tampa, Pinellas, all those different counties. We will have our own Titan Talk show. I cannot believe it. ABC, 30 minutes, Sunday, 11 a.m. 30 minutes of straight Titan. All Titan, all talk, all different types of things, interviews, special guests. I mean, it is very exciting for me, man. I never thought in a million years we'd get to this point. I'm very humbled and blessed to be at this point. Be able to work with my wife side by side and have a good staff together. I mean, it's, knock on wood. It's a blessing, and thank God, So at that point, busted butt, and this is going to be very, very cool. Because we're going to do free giveaways on there and all types of different stuff. So hopefully, you guys will be able to tune in if you guys are here, and you guys can DVR it, the whole nine. It's going to be awesome, all right? All right, so Titan Gear giveaway. All you guys got to do is hashtag Titan Gear. Text it to 727-389-3220. You guys can get leggings, jerseys, V-necks, anything you guys want that we have Titan, hats, all different types of hats. I've got gray ones, royal blue ones, black ones, Nike ones. So you guys take your pick, all right? Christmas is around the corner. Get it for yourself. Get it for a loved one. It's first-class material. It's going to be comfortable. It's going to look great, and you guys are going to love it. I promise you. All right? All right, so the code, right? Choices are Mandalorian, Injectable, or water. And winter. Mandalorian, Injectables, or winter. And this is on the newsletter. If you guys go there, check it out, right? Hit the poll. It's going to be Mandalorian. Mandalorian is the key word. Go on the newsletter, click it on there. You guys can win free Titan gear like this. It's simple. It's easy. You guys deserved it. All right, so go on the newsletter. It's Mandalorian. And if you guys haven't checked out Mandalorian, obviously I have no skin in the game Mandalorian. It's one of the best shows on TV. It has no, crazy, backstory of what it's trying to prove at point-wise. It's just great family fun. If you guys love Star Wars, you guys are going to love this. I loved it. My kid loves it. Baby Yoda's in the house. You guys are going to love it too, all right? If you're on social media, please Facebook, share this. Press the share button at the bottom, right? Tag 3 friends. Instagram, please tag this. Please let people know about Titan Talk Tuesdays, every Tuesday, right? Here on Instagram, Facebook. Also, we have Titan Lifestyle with me and Big Drew every Friday, 2 p.m., where we talk about we don't talk about therapies or all the stuff that I'm talking about now. It's really lifestyle stuff. What's going on? Current events, Having you guys chime in. Having Big Drew, he just brings a whole different perspective about what's going on out there. He sees a lot of different things that I do, and we collaborate on these things, so it's really, really cool. We have good conversations, and you guys should join in on this, right? Plus our podcast, guys. Don't forget about the book, The Ultimate Health Bible. You guys will love that. It'll also go right along with the app, so you guys will get to read it, visualize it, and also see it in there too as well. So I'm John from Titan. I appreciate it. This has been an awesome Titan Talk Tuesday. CJC 1295 with Ipamorelin, Therapy of the Week, GHRH&GHRP. If you guys got any questions about it, call or text 727-389-3220. 727-389-3220. Good to see you too, Team Sonia. You guys tune in Friday, 2 p.m. with me and Drew, and I'll see you every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Titan Talk Tuesday. DM me your questions, guys. I'll bring them up in Titan Talk. I'll cover them with you guys live and give you guys some education, or you guys can just talk with me and we'll have a great time. All right, guys. I'm John from Titan. I appreciate it, and I'm out.